This is from 33rdteam.com. Though that's a collection of former front office types, some head coaches in it as well, grading every NFL's head coaching performance in 2022. For Kevin Stefanski, they give him a D. The only reason it isn't an F because the waiting game Cleveland had to play with Deshaun Watson, who was suspended the first 11 games. Browns had a major meltdown on defense. And when you look at it, Fred, it's hard to argue that it was a hugely disappointing season based on the roster that it had. I can't argue with it. Is that a fair criticism of what went on with the Browns?
Yeah, absolutely. It was all in the defense, in my opinion. I mean, I never expected Jacoby Brissett and the offense to be a top 10 offense in the first 11 games. I get why they immediately turned over to Watson because of the contract and getting him ready for the future. But the defense let them down in the first half of the season. If they would have just played a little better and not had blown coverage, I mean, how could you script to blow that game against the Jets? I just don't think you could have scripted it, in a WWE deal to come out any worse for the Browns than that. And then that Chargers game, one stop, or any of them. You can call it the Ravens first game or the Falcons game. All you needed was a stop, in any of those games, and you made the playoffs despite not having Watson. So it was all in the defense. It didn't matter how they played later. The offense, I'm not concerned with them. I think they're going to be, Stefanski showed what he could do with Baker Mayfield in 2020, showed what he could do with Jacoby Brissett. There is no question Watson has more talent than both of them. That's the challenge, is Stefanski has to be able to marriage Nick Chubb in the running game with the passing game. And if he doesn't, they're going to be in trouble. But I think the offense will still be able to put up 25, 30 points a game. It's all on the defense, like I said earlier, getting respectable. They don't have to be a top 5 defense. They can just get in the top half of the NFL. They would have won 2 or 3 more games this year.